If you've hit the golden age of 40 and you want your body to perform a little bit better in your triathlons, or if you're preparing for an Ironman, you really need to hear this. Strength training isn't optional anymore. It's actually essential. And I learned this the hard way when my hamstring started to really hurt. I blew a calf just before an event and my bike pace got slower, all because I stopped doing strength work. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly why triathletes over 40 need to lift weights and the 3 big mistakes that are quietly sabotaging your training, your recovery, and your speed. If we haven't met yet, I'm Gavin. I've been a personal trainer for over 10 years. I've been dabbling with triathlons over the last sort of 18 months, and I've just started training for an Ironman, which is massive. And strength training is a key component of how I'm training. And when I've trained endurance athletes in the past, I've trained a couple of Ironmen, some athletes, some long distance runners and bikers, then strength training has been a critical key component to their plans. And I know a lot of people, when they start getting into those, into the dark days of training, they just stop resistance training. And the thing of it is, you got to understand that when you stop resistance training, you're losing a lot of muscle in the process. So let's break it down. Some of the reasons why you need to strength train. Number 1, age-related muscle loss. It's called sarcopenia. And as we get over 40, our body is naturally starting to lose muscle mass. In fact, it's about 1% per year if you're inactive. But endurance training alone is actually catabolic. It means it breaks your muscles down, meaning it can speed up muscle breakdown than if you did nothing. And when you look at it, strength training really is the only effective tool to preserve and even rebuild the muscle mass that you've lost, especially in critical areas like your glutes, your hamstrings, your core, which all directly impacts the performance in the 3 triathlon disciplines, whether it be swimming, running, and biking. The second thing is it reduces injury risk and you can train pain-free. So like for me, I'm 46 years old, I'm hitting 47, and my calves are not what they were at all. And we are more prone to overuse injuries, joint pain, movement compensations, and strength building really trains and builds joint stability. It reinforces our tendons and ligaments and improves the movement quality, making you and me way more durable. And as for the masters athletes, I don't like masters athletes. Prehab always beats rehab. So if you've got a strength training program, you're essentially prehabbing those muscles way before that you need the physio guy, right? Proper strength training can actually fix the imbalances that cause things like knee pain, Achilles issues, lower back flare-ups. You know, you got the idea. Strength training number 3 improves performance, not just maintains it. There's a real big myth in the endurance athlete world that lifting slows you down. And the truth is, stronger athletes are really more efficient. You have better running economy, more power on the bike, especially on hills in the wind, stronger kick and a stronger catch while in the swim, because your muscles are doing all this work. And if you neglect to train them, they're going to get weaker because of the nature of the beast, if you like. And even modest strength gains translates to real world improvements in pacing, fatigue resistance, especially in the second half of the race, which always gets me. Number 4, accelerates recovery and improves hormonal health. You see, as you age, recovery does slow down. We know it. We know instinctively know it. But strength training can help. It's going to increase your circulation, nutrient delivery to tissues. It's going to boost your testosterone and growth hormone naturally when done right. It's also going to help manage your body composition, your sleep, your inflammation, all the critical recovery levers. Because many masters triathletes say they feel less sore and bounce back quicker. And I've seen this time and time again. When I get my athletes into the gym and we're training, they always bounce back way faster because their capacity in their muscles is greater. Therefore, they can get back on track much faster as well. Number 5, you're going to future-proof your body beyond the finish line. Let's be honest, the goal isn't just to cross the line, okay? It's doing this kind of thing for years to come. And strength training builds functional longevity. It ensures that you can train consistently year after year. Avoid fragility syndrome post-race. It's going to help you stay mobile, strong, confident, way into the 50s and 60s and beyond. And endurance training makes you fit, but strength training makes you unbreakable. 6, we've touched on this a little bit before, but it corrects muscle imbalances for bikes, swims, and runs. There's a lot of us, like for me, I've had 8 knee surgeries on my right leg, therefore my right leg is way weaker than the other. So I have to do a lot of work on my right side because my left is way more dominant, okay? And if I do resistance training, then we're going to be working on those muscles to restore some balance, going to improve posture, power transfer, and ultimately reducing injuries caused by asymmetry. Number 7, you can train more efficiently with limited time. We as masters athletes, we can't out volume younger competitors. Okay, we got life. I got a young child or business, work, recovery. You know, it takes a lot of time, and strength training gives you more bang for your buck. Literally, you need like a 20 to 30-minute session, you know, can yield much better form, more force production, more fatigue resistance. You get more improved neuromuscular efficiency. It means you get more from each bike, swim, and run workout. It means you can do more with less without burning out. Number 8, we're going to protect and strengthen our bones. Now, to be fair, running is a great way to improve your bone density in the lower body for sure. Bone density does decline in low impact athletes like just swimmers and just cyclists. Strength training, especially load-based and impact style weight training, is one of the few proven ways to stimulate new bone growth, and it's going to prevent osteopenia, osteoporosis. See, this isn't just about performance, it's about long-term health benefits as well. Number 9, it's going to boost metabolism so you can manage your weight more easily. You see, muscle is a metabolically active tissue. It means it requires calories at rest, okay, when you're sitting on the couch recovering. And the more calories you burn at rest, the better for us. But many of our 40 athletes, belly fat becomes super stubborn, especially with lots of cardio, because your muscle mass is decreasing. And strength training will help preserve and gain back some of the muscle you've already lost. It's going to prevent you being skinny fat. How many athletes do you know that look quite skinny fat? They don't look toned or anything. There's lots of them, and I see them all the time. It's also going to improve insulin sensitivity and body composition, help manage hormonal shifts that make fat loss harder as we get older. Number 10, it improves mental toughness. Now, I get it, you know, when you're doing a brick session, that is pretty, you know, tough in your head as well. But there's something about pushing some heavy weights or lifting. It's a steady grind that sort of sharpens your mental edge a little bit. It's going to improve your confidence, your grit, the ability to suffer. Because I know some athletes that's come to me in the past where they're great on the flat, but as soon as they hit a hill or something, they can't get up there. They haven't got that sort of toughness to do it. And many athletes report that strength training helps them feel more capable, more grounded physically and mentally, and this certainly does for me. So as promised, here are the 3 big mistakes that I see our older athletes doing wrong when it comes to strength training. The first one, Captain Obvious, is people skip it completely. They don't even do it. And if they do try, they try for a little bit of time and then they kind of stop as well. But if you're skipping it completely, we're going to hit all the issues that I've just mentioned on the 10 tips prior to that. So if you have no idea where to start out over the strength program, then I want you to click on the links down below. It's a free training plan that you can follow. It's designed to be done 2, maybe 3 times a week. It's going to hit every single muscle of the body, and it's something that I'm using currently to train for my Ironman, and I'm happy to give that away for you for free as well. The other thing is training too hard. So many people come into me and they're trying to do arm day and they're trying to do leg day and they're trying to fit all this stuff in. They may be going past failure. And when you go past failure, you're obviously hitting your muscle really, really extremely. You're not able to recover for your cardio sessions then, because if your legs are too sore, the bike's going to suffer the next day as well. And there's a really beautiful balance that you got to try and hit to do this properly. And again, comment strength. There's a link down below. Hit that and I'm going to send you a workout to follow as well, with some guidance of how heavy to lift, how many times, and everything else. And then the third thing I see people doing as well, really neglecting mobility and prehab work. Yes, I'm a little bit guilty of this as well. And I've recently had a bit of a burster in my shoulder and my calf is blown out, like I said to you. And it is always kind of there. And no, true story, I did my did Olympic triathlon earlier on in the year. Calf was great. I basically neglected the mobility and prehab work because I was done. And I started going for runs. As I started to train for my Ironman now, my calf has started to play up. And guess what? I'm using a calf sleeve now. I'm running on the running track because it's a bit softer. And I'm doing all the mobility work now to try and recover because I've got so much training to do. And the thing of it is, like, you know, if you're not doing this mobility and prehab work, especially as you're in your 40s, 50s, a little bit older, okay, you're always going to be struggling in the background. And a good friend of mine who we do sort of half marathons with, she's had this nagging Achilles pain for such a long time now, and a lot of it was due to not doing this mobility and prehab work before. That's my video for today, the reasons why you should strength train. Hopefully it's compelling enough for you to do that. And like I say, you've got no idea where to start. Now click on the link below, get yourself a strength program to follow, and just start, even if it's once a week. Once a week's better than no times per week for sure. So that's it from me, guys. There's a video up in the top right corner, which I think you may like. So head over there and I'll see you shortly.